pas de problème.
Okay. Hi everyone. So this is Anna and Martin. We're gonna discuss about two very interesting online collaboration tool for remote teams, Mural and Miro, that I tasted both last week. Just learn everything, talk to people, uses them. Like I did two workshops with clients on both tools, and Martin was interested to learn a little bit about that. So I'm gonna share my screen now. So here we go. How would you like us to do that? Perhaps I can just explain a little bit what we did and show you how the template looked like, and then you can ask me a question about the registration.
Yeah.
So basically, the test like we did last week, I used Zoom. I know like Miro and Mural, they have like embedded video feature. For me and my clients, everybody is quite used to Zoom. So very easy to use. We use Zoom for the collaborative aspect, and then we use Miro and Mural for really like the creation content together. I did one workshop with a design thinking methodology and one workshop more on the mapping methodology. Yeah. So you want to start with which one do you want to start?
Let's do the yellow one. It's Miro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Miro, it's very interesting tool. For me, they have like, it's not the most sexy one, but a tool that works very well. It's the first workshop we did with our team. I found some templates online that you can see here. So they have like available template that we can download. You can start with your company email, an account for free, and you have 3 templates for free, and this is gonna stay free forever. So it's very easy as a starter. What we had eventually is based on this template, I built my own template. You can see I can zoom out to show the entire template, and zoom in. The tool is very reactive. Like the rendering is very fast. Like I adapt the colors, etc. You can see here at the bottom of the page, just adapt it if you use a trackpad and a mouse, so you don't have anything to do. Result of the test. Everybody really enjoyed it. We spent very little time, I spent very little time explaining how to use it, and people really immediately went into the content creation, the voting system, everything around design thinking. So very easy. That's for Miro. Not very sexy, but very, very easy to use. Now I'm gonna show you Mural. Mural was the second workshop. So the participant already, some of them already had some experience with Miro, and you're gonna see this tool is just like Mural. So Mural, when you see it, you're like, wow, it's very different feel. I would like to quote a consultant that is way experienced and I was called Robert Stroke, and he compares like Mural and Miro. Like, so Mural is like a sexy top model. You know, you have your participant that are a bit meh. You don't know how you can really bring them, make it fun, make it look like creativity. Mural is going to be very attractive. Miro is more like a geek, you know, maybe you don't have the sexy t-shirt and the sexy color and the sexy template. The rendering is way faster. Mural, for my team and our clients, we had a different experience in terms of like the usability. So I'm going to show you why, for example. This is a template. Okay, so this is a template that we ended up with. It looks very messy, right? It looks completely messy because the moment I let people play with it, if you do not lock each part of the template, there are entire pieces of the template that move around. So it was very complicated for people to just understand how to edit and move in this, because to edit and move, you have this at the bottom right, you have this move mode. So if I click on move mode, I can move around. And you see there is a bit of lagging. This is me trying to go closer. And it's not, you see like I'm scrolling, but it's a bit less responsive. Then you can go into edit mode. And then you can actually, normally, if it's working, so usually it works, If I am in the edit mode here, then I can edit the content, which means there is one more step about like editing, moving mode, editing, moving mode, that for the participant was not so easy to understand. And when I let them do whatever they wanted, they really like destroy the content. Maybe it's because I didn't lock everything. On the Miro, I didn't have to be like so like crazy about locking everything, because it was very easy for participants to only modify what they wanted to without fearing to like move around entire part of the template. And you see, like it took some time to be updated.
Okay, cool.
So it looks really amazing, very engaging. I talked to people in innovation company, training company, a large corporation, bless you, and individual. The people working in innovation at the very simple level, a lot of them use Miro. The people working in innovation training, where it needs to be a bit more fancy, it needs to be very attractive, it's a bit more consultative because it's a training, they use Mural. I talked to a friend who works in one of the big four. They tested Mural, they had the same lagging problem as I. Mural, I could talk with somebody who was very open about the fact that the rendering is a bit slow and they're ramping up the processing power. Yeah. Eventually, we had 2 workshops with 2 different topics. And what happened is the first workshop with Miro, and again, it's just in our case, we actually created content. They forgot about the tool. For me, it was so wonderful to see like dot voting, everybody got excited, and we created content. In the case of Mural, that was the second workshop. The tool came a bit in the way of the facilitation. And at some point, I used, perhaps you're knowledgeable about the breakout room with Zoom. Do you use breakout room with Zoom? So I put them in breakout room. And when I came out, because we have a very good relationship with the client, they say, yeah, actually we spent our time like complaining about how we couldn't manage to really use the tool while we were supposed to do something, which is a bit of a pity. Again, I didn't do a pre-training. I was just testing to see which tool will work for what we had to do. Things, it was very registered for me, very easy to register on both apps. And I think now it's pretty similar. They create a link that you can share to the people who are supposed to come on the board, and then they arrive on the board. They only have to set up a password. So very, very easy to onboard people. And both
of them are web-based. That's what you mean. You don't need to download an app for each of them.
Correct. And also when you register, okay, I registered this board, it creates a link that you can share with everybody, a bit like in G Drive. And people just click on it and they arrive, and in the apps ask them, oh, can you like set up a password? And then they are in. So very, very easy for the registration part. And perhaps for the business aspect, it's really important to see if you use that for your own team, or if you use that as, for example, an innovation company, and you're gonna have very, very different clients, to see a little bit, because they have a bit different model. Miro, you can pay per day. So you have some kind of day pass where you can invite. There's a difference between some people who just look at it and people who actually edit it. So it really depends how you want to use it. So a little bit to consider. So to summarize, and I actually like to take the example of WebEx. You remember WebEx? What were you saying, thinking about WebEx? What was it? When I say that, what is your first thought?
It's yeah, too many steps. Not sure if you are going to get on the WebEx at the end.
Yeah. So WebEx, the experience was not that good. It doesn't look very attractive. It's actually a very, very powerful tool, like built by engineer, an amazing feature that they had that we need today. But it didn't look very nice. So there is 2 ways to go about it. Or Miro is gonna ramp up his designer team and really make it a bit more shiny, and like work maybe on the different option for the price point. And I think it's an amazing tool. Or it's gonna be like Mural, who's gonna go first and like ramp up his rendering machine. Because for me, at this moment, the fact that it's lagging, and so like my participants don't know if it's them, the computer, the connection, or the tool. That was a problem. But again, there are people that ask them, oh, have you heard about Mural? And say, oh yeah, I love Mural. I was like, oh, interesting. What do you love about it? Oh, the colors, etc. And when I asked them if they used it, they did not. They just looked at it. So it really depends what type of usage you want to have. If you really need like basic level, very minimum training, working on it, for us, at least in our test, Miro at this moment in time works better. Good.
Super, thank you very much. Very comprehensive. So I think I'm quite tempted to try Miro for a group of students, because I think, yeah, when they are, especially since they are going to vote and to share maybe on other people's prototype, yeah, it would be a good idea to try that tool. I tried some Chinese apps before, but there are more apps for collaboration like Lark. But there are more apps that are supposed to be your remote working and home office management app. So it means they don't have almost anything on shared spaces. It's mostly like a shared schedule, shared list of tasks. It's a mix of, like, let's say, communication, like Slack, Asana for to-dos, but the space where people work together is very limited. It's not done for that. It's done for
more project management. Yeah.
Not to collaborate on one ideation or one session like that.
What you're saying that makes me think that it might be interesting. Sorry, like it's like a thunderstorm. It might be interesting for you to look at the integration, because both Mural and Miro are, they have a lot of tools they are articulated with. So they've done a lot of effort in integration to make sure like it's very easy for the team to use them in their existing ecosystem of apps and software.
Okay.
Very
All
good.
right, super. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day, and let me know if you have other questions. I will check about the videos question that you mentioned.
Super. Thank you very much.
Thank you.